Hey Wealth Web fam, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be analyzing your competitors' listings and the market in general. Now, why is this important? Well, if you're analyzing your competitors' listings, you're going to get a lot of information, a lot of data about how their listing is doing and what you can do as a new seller to come and compete with them and ultimately rank on page one. So this is going to help you rank in Amazon's algorithm. This is also going to help you get a bird's eye view of the market and just see how the market's doing, what your competitors are doing, how are your competitors are ranking. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can steal your competitors' keywords and embed them in your own listing to compete on page one with them. Super powerful stuff, guys. I absolutely love this tool and I highly recommend that you use it. If you have a current listing on Amazon right now, you can use this tool to analyze your own listing and see what's missing and ultimately make your listing better. So awesome tool, and I'm so excited to hop into this tutorial. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Pretty, and on this channel I talk about how you can build wealth by using the web, and I primarily talk about my private label business and how I grew it to 7 figures. Now for this tutorial, we will be using Helium 10's listing analyzer tool, and I love this tool. I love Helium 10 because that's how I found my first product, and I use Helium 10 to build all of my listings and optimize them, so I definitely recommend it. This is the only tool I use as a 7-figure private label seller. If you do want a little discount for Helium 10, I have a link in the description down below, and it does help out my channel, so I truly do appreciate that. But having said that, let's hop right into the tutorial. Let's analyze some listings and figure out whether or not you should be getting into certain markets. All right, so I'm on helium10.com and we are going to be using their listing analyzer tool. You just come over here to tools and click on the listing analyzer. And this tool is great because you can enter in up to 10 competitors that you want to actually look into. But I'm going to show you how I go about this. So let's say I'm interested in a product that I've done research on. And for today's tutorial, I'm just going to do a baby toy, and we're going to just look into this baby toy niche. And I'm going to show you how I would analyze listings. So let's say I'm interested in selling one of these baby toys. I've seen this cactus toy a lot, so I'm just going to use this as an example. So let's say I'm interested in selling this cactus toy. What I'm going to do is go into the ASIN BSR area, and we are going to grab the ASIN right here, and we are going to analyze this listing. So let's say I'm interested in selling this. What I'm also going to do is just take a look at the niche, but how you can do that is by using Helium 10, or you can just go and type in talking cactus toy and look at the niche that way and see how many competitors there are. But Helium 10 makes it so much easier, and we are going to type in the main ASIN, which is right here, and we are going to run the analysis and get competitors. So this is going to show you all of the competitors that you're going against. Now you can open up all of these tabs and see your competitors, but let's say I've already looked at my competitors and I know they're all fairly doing well. As you can see, there are some that are solidified. They have over 1,500 reviews, and there are some that are newer, like the one that I showed you earlier. Like this one is solidified as well. But let's say I still want to launch this product, and let's say I might have a different variation that I'm trying to bring to the market. This is going to be a great tool that is going to allow you to see what keywords your competitors are using to rank in the niche. So what I do is run the analysis, and this is going to give you more information about the listing. So this is going to tell you how many sales this listing has gone, how they're doing, and then after that, I'm going to show you how you can dive deeper into the actual keywords that this competitor is using. So really powerful stuff, guys. If you have a listing that, is your direct competitor, this is super important that you utilize this tool and actually look at how that listing's doing, what keywords they're using, and how much revenue they're actually making before trying to bring your product to the market. So here we see that this product, it's still loading. Can take a little minute because there's so much data to gather, but we're gonna take a look and see how this listing is doing. And right here, so here's the listing quality score, and this is out of 10. So this listing is doing pretty well, and this is the parameters that they use to determine whether a listing is doing well or not. Does not contain symbols or emojis. It doesn't. Title contains 150 characters. This is the only thing that they're missing. And when it comes to building a listing, guys, the title is really important, and you do not want to repeat the same words over and over in your listing because you're giving away valuable real estate. So you want to keyword stuff your title, and that is going to help you rank in Amazon's algorithm. Let me just show you what I mean, because again, having a great title is so important and it really does help you rank. So I'm going to go back to one of these listings and I'm going to show you what I mean. So this is just a random listing that showcases the toy that we're interested in. They have their brand name, Dancing Cactus Toy. That's great. You have to have that in there. Talking, repeat, singing, Sunny Cactus Toy. So they're repeating cactus toy again, and that is useless. Like, they already have the word right here and they're already ranking for it. So they could have keyword stuffed this and could have said baby playtime or another keyword that is getting a lot of search volume. I'm going to show you how to find keywords that are getting a lot of search volume in just a moment. But my point is, your title is such valuable real estate and you want to keyword stuff it with keywords that are actually getting a lot of searches. So they could have made this title better, and again, 120p songs for baby, 15-second record sound, sing, repeat, dance, recording, LED. So recording, record, okay, sure. But there's just a lot of improvement that could have been made for this title. Now let me show you the other listing. This one's already better. As you can see, it's more keyword stuffed and it is just a better title. So baby toys, dancing, talking cactus for boys, girls, dancing, singing, talking, recording. They did repeat this, which wasn't necessary, but they just have more words and they actually utilize the 150 characters, which I definitely recommend that you do, but be smart with it and use keywords that are going to help you rank and get more clicks on your listing. So let me show you how I would go about finding keywords to embed in my title and in my bulletin points. Now we're going to go back to the listing analyzer. You, as a great innovative seller, you're going to want to come in and create a listing that is better than theirs, that's more enticing, that's more customer friendly and more persuasive, so you get more clicks on your listing compared to your competitors. And what you would want to do is make sure that you have all of this and more. So make sure that you have 5 bulletin points, make sure each bulletin point is stuffed with keywords and it is using persuasive language that resonates with your target audience. If you don't know who your target audience is, you definitely need to figure that out before getting into a niche. And a way you can figure that out is by kind of putting yourself in your customer's shoes. Who are you trying to sell to? If I'm trying to sell this cactus toy, I'm targeting moms between the ages of 18 to 40. Or maybe I'm targeting moms and dads within that age bracket. And again, you're targeting parents who are trying to buy this toy for their kid. And as you can see in your listing pictures, you should be showcasing that and really trying to target your target audience. Now let's see if this listing did it. Right here you can see they have the cute little kid, okay, and it says best gift for developing and cultivating cognitive abilities. Okay, cool. They got the baby, and mom. You see? So they're trying to target moms who are trying to buy this product for babies. Now, if they were smart, they would have a baby in the first picture that maybe is playing with the toy. Look, this one is already better. This is clearly a better listing compared to this one. And you can tell by the quality of the picture, the kid looks really happy, and I'm more likely to click on this listing versus this one that has a not so high quality picture. So pictures are so important, guys. It's the first impression that you're making on your target audience. So you really want to have your first picture be super high quality and really convincing. And you honestly almost want to make your product look unreal, that customers want to click on it, because more clicks equals more conversions, okay? So getting back to the listing analyzer, if you're building a listing, you want to make sure that you're covering all of this. Make sure that you have 7 images, include a video, make sure you have high quality images on a white background, make sure that your description and you have A+ content and all this. This is literally what you need to have in order to build a great listing. Now, a great listing requires great keywords that are going to help you rank and Amazon's algorithm. So what we're gonna do is go down here, and you can also take a look a little bit at the competitor analysis, which kind of tells you how much revenue they're making, the price, and the price of the top 5 competitors in the niche. Also gives you a little insight on the BSR, which is the best sellers rank. And this is just great information to look at as well. If you're not too sure about how the overall market is doing, this is some great data that will give you a better idea. Now, let's keep going down, and this is my favorite part. I love Cerebro, and this is how I spy on my competitors and get keywords and just take a look at the highest search volume keywords, and also take a look at the middle, and also some keywords that are very, very relevant to your product. It's important to have high volume search terms in your listing, but it's also very important to have the most relevant keywords in your listing as well. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that in just a second. So let's take a look at the full list of keywords that these competitors are using, and we are going to create our own list and pick keywords that are very relevant to our listing. Again, this is an example. Let's say I want to come in and sell this product, but mine is going to be different. Maybe instead of a green cactus, I'm going to do a yellow cactus. Now, let's say I'm trying to bring an innovative product to the market. You are going to alter your keywords slightly, but you do want to take a look at what keywords your competitors are using and where they're getting a lot of search volume from. So here we are in Cerebro. This is literally one of my favorite tools. After Black Boxes is probably the next tool that I use the most. Absolutely love it because it gives you so much data on what keywords your competitors are using. And you can use multiple ASINs to take a look at multiple listings, and I do recommend that. But for now, we're just going to analyze this one listing, and I'm going to show you how I go about it. So as you can see, here are all of the keywords. There are over 1,400 keywords for this listing, and we're going to take a look at the ones that we want to actually embed into our own listing. And now you're probably like, what do you mean by embedding? Like, what are you even talking about? Well, if you're new to building listings, this is what I mean. Right here, you guys can see this is the about this item, and this is where you embed all of the keywords that you want to rank for. Now, I highly recommend that you make your about this item, your bulletin points, very convincing to your target audience, and don't just keyword stuff them. You want to use language that resonates with your target audience. So maybe you want to be like, this electric funny shaking dance cactus toy is perfect for moms who are busy and want their children to have an interactive toy to play with. Something like that where moms are like, yes, this is what I need for my child. But you're also going to be keyword stuffing that as well. So it does take a little time to write the listing and to make it really persuasive and put the keywords in there, but it's definitely something that you should do. If you don't know how to write well, or if you're just not trying to do that, you can always outsource from Upwork, from Fiverr, and have someone build a listing for you. But I highly recommend that you learn how to do it yourself, because as a private label seller, you want to make sure that you're actually embedding the right keywords, and I wouldn't really trust someone else to do it, especially if they don't have any prior experience in building listings, okay? So what I'm going to show you is how to see what keywords we want to use. Now, here is the keyword sales. Here are the keywords, obviously, and we're really interested in the search volume. So I like to do the highest search volume just to see what is getting the most amount of searches and how are people, especially my competitors, how are they getting sales. What we're going to do is take a look at all of the highly searched terms. Now, baby toys for 6 to 12 months, toys for 1-year-old boy, baby girl, baby toys for 0 to 6 months. These are all keywords that I definitely want in my listing, especially because my toy is for this demographic, and I am trying to target babies from 6 to 12 months and 1 to 2-year-olds, okay? So you want to definitely have all of these terms in your listing because they're getting a lot of search volume and they're getting a lot of sales from these terms, and they're very relevant to my listing, okay? But there are going to be some keywords that are not relevant, and you do not want to put those in your listing, even if they have a lot of searches, because if someone searches, let's say, Spider-Man toys for boys, and your cactus pulls up, no one is going to click that since they're looking for Spider-Man toys, and Amazon's going to stop ranking you for that keyword, and ultimately that's not good for your listing. You want to have very relevant keywords, so when someone is searching something up, your listing pops up and they click it, and that tells Amazon to keep showing you for those keywords. Okay, so it's very important to have the most relevant direct keywords in your bulletin points and your title. So let's say I'm finding great keywords, which we absolutely are. You want to click on these keywords. We're going to use all of these for sure. Baby toys for 0 to 6 months, great. Now, we want to keep looking. Again, it's not all about search volume. You do want to find keywords that have high search volume, but you also want to find keywords that are very relevant and very important to have in your listing. So here I see cactus. Really important to have in your listing. Of course, you're going to have this in your listing, but my point is you want to make sure that you have words that are super descriptive for your product. Okay, so we're going to definitely have that. We can also, of course, have like baby boy toys, baby toys, but don't forget, we already have these words here, and we are already going to be ranking for these words once we put it into our listing. So you don't need to keep repeating the same words. We don't need to have baby boy in our listing multiple times. It's not necessary, and you're literally giving away precious real estate on your listing with key terms that you're already going to be ranking for. So I highly recommend that you look for other words, and there are always keywords that you can use in your listing, and I do not recommend repeating over and over the same terms, because trust me, it doesn't help you rank higher or faster or anything like that. You're just giving away space that could be filled with other keywords that will help you rank in other niches and other searches. Okay, so important stuff. We definitely want to have dancing in our title, in our bulletin points, because that's what our toy is. We're trying to use descriptive keywords and just really showcase what our toy is about. Talking, super important as well. Relevant, bulk toys, no. Toys for 0 to 2, that would be fine. We could use ages 0 to 2. We already have a bunch of toys, remember, up here. Toys, toys, toys. So again, we want to find keywords that we're not repeating, but keywords that make sense and that need to be in our listing. And as you can see, I'm ranking this by high to low search volume. As you can see, I'm going down the list. It's getting lower and lower, but that's okay. These are keywords that are really necessary for us to have in our listing if we're trying to rank and ultimately, you know, get more searches and more sales. So I'm going to keep looking. You might want to have surprise toys. Maybe parents are looking for, you know, toys that are going to surprise their kid. Maybe interactive would be a great keyword to have in your listing. And this is just keywords that your competitors are using. Like I said, you should be thinking about keywords that are very descriptive for your listing. So I would definitely have interactive dancing toy for kids under the age of 2 or something like that, where we're really describing what the product is and really just trying to convince parents to buy it. Okay, so I'm going to keep looking, and I like to go through all of these keywords. I know it's a lot, but you really want to find the best keywords. Developmental toys, this is great, just definitely a keyword that we want to use. Scary toys, no. Keep going. Cute toys, we could use the word cute in there for sure. Spike the cactus, we can use spike the cactus, but if you're not too sure on whether or not this is actually describing the product that you're trying to get into, you just open it up and see what comes up. And here you go, spike the cactus came up, and you can just take a look at the niche, make sure that's a keyword that's relevant to your product, and make sure you save it. So I go back to Cerebro, and I'm going to keep looking, and I like to go through all of these pages. I know it's a lot, but if you're trying to build a great listing, it's so important that you do your due diligence and find all of the keywords that are relevant to your product and that is going to help you rank. Okay, so this is how I find keywords to embed in my listing. I also like to just take a look at the market and just take a look and see how these product pictures are. Again, I emphasize the importance of product pictures. When you're looking at a niche, you can just automatically be drawn to one product because of the product picture. As I scroll down, my eye automatically goes to this one because of the differentiation that they've brought to their product picture. Not saying it's the best one, my eye just went there. I definitely recommend having your target audience, you know, babies, we're trying to cater to parents with the product here. So this is a good one right here. This one is definitely different. This one's also good. But what I would do, again, I would not launch this product unless I was able to differentiate it. So differentiation is so important. If you're a private label seller and you want to succeed in the private label space, you need to differentiate your product, and you need to bring a product that stands out or offers more value if you want to actually come in and compete with these sellers who have already been here. So this seller has 3,500 reviews. Don't just expect to come and rank on this first page. Obviously, Cerebro using the keywords will help you rank on the first page, especially if you start getting sales through those keywords. But it is hard to rank on the first page, especially when a market is super saturated like this one. Now, if you bring a yellow cactus to the market and you're the only yellow cactus, I'm sure certain people are gonna lean towards your product and buy your product, and you will start ranking for that product because it is different. Now, again, differentiation is so important for private label, especially in competitive niches like this, which is why, again, it's so important to analyze the market, take a look at your competitors, see what you can do to differentiate, see what keywords are gonna help you rank on that first page, and overall just take a look at the market and make sure that it is something that you do want to get into. Now, I hope this tutorial was helpful, guys. This is literally how I analyze markets and how I analyze my competitors and see what keywords they're using and what keywords I should embed in my listing by doing Cerebro keyword research. And I was able to do all of this through the listing analyzer tool. Again, we were able to see the listing and see what they're missing from their listing and what I can better if I'm trying to sell this product. And we came down here and took a look at the competitor analysis, which just tells you how the product is doing, how the market is doing. And then from there, we did some keyword analysis, which shows you exactly what keywords your competitors are using in order to rank on the first page in Amazon. Super powerful stuff, guys. Absolutely recommend using this tool. It is such a game changer, especially if you're just trying to get more information on the market that you're trying to get into. So I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below. But this is how you use the listing analyzer tool for Helium 10. Again, if you haven't used Helium 10 and you're trying to get into the private label space, I highly recommend that you do. Again, there will be a little discount in the description, and it does help on my channel, so I truly do appreciate that. But for now, if you're having trouble finding a niche to get into, or if you're having trouble finding a product to sell on Amazon, check out this video right here.